y'all, it is November 17th. It is National Hiking Day, and in honor of that, we are here at Red Rocks. We are gonna take a 3.6 mile hike. We're gonna see some awesome geological formations. This park is world renowned.
From all over the world, guys, people flock to this place. One of the reasons is it's got a huge amphitheater that has beautiful acoustics.
Awesome concerts are performed here.
Yes, I mean, some of the biggest acts in the world have played here. But here's the thing, guys, after we do this hike, I'm sure we're gonna work up an appetite, and we are going to a place, a little mom and pop place called Pizza Pasta Villa, grab some Italian food, and just enjoy the day, guys. It's beautiful out, the sun is shining.
So come on, y'all, let's go have some fun.
We are starting off on the trail. Here we go. Liz is leading the way. And look at this. This is our view already, guys. Is that not incredible?
I don't know why he's letting me lead the way. I always get lost. All right, y'all, you see that van way over there? That's actually the van that you can take to check out Dinosaur Ridge. We showed you guys the other side of Dinosaur Ridge from our vantage on Green Mountain. So if you haven't checked out that video, go check it out.
Which, by the way, on the other side of that ridge is Green Mountain.
Correct, that is Green Mountain right above that white ridge. That is Green Mountain.
Versus the last time that we went hiking, we have actually got a downloaded map with us now that actually keeps GPS of us as we track, even if we don't have cell service.
And look, I have new little hiking shoes. Okay, so that I'm not in my sandals. And Andy's got the cool hiking boots. We are more prepared, but probably not as prepared as we should be.
They're just hiking boots. Hopefully they work. This is the first trail, so I figured a small little trail to get us started. And we're not gaining a huge amount of elevation on this, so we'll see.
685 feet.
685 feet, so half of what we did on the last video. Oh, looks like we found the snow here. Oh well, that was from a snowstorm from a week and a half ago. So yeah, still up here, a little chilly.
As promised, there is an impressive sight right there. And you do need to also remember wildlife, folks. I don't know if you can see that scat down there, but when we first got here, the trash cans, you actually have to undo a lever because of bears and stuff and coyotes. Oh yeah, let's hope we don't meet any wildlife on the path. At least here's a map. So if you didn't download your map or have an app, you can at least take a snapshot of that and kind of try to stay on the right path.
I will say this for the trail so far. So it's considered moderate, and it is so far, mainly because of what I've noticed already is the terrain. Definitely bigger rocks, more obstacles to go around, but it's still easy enough to do. And that being said, it is not complicated in the aspect of being able to walk over them, just watch where you're going. But the elevation climb to start off with is way more intense than Green Mountain, which we did in the last video. The nice thing about it though, is that yes, there are uphills and then there are downhills. So you do get a little bit of relief and it's not just straight up. However, the piece that we're doing right now is basically all up. But the view, guys, just keeps getting better and better. Look at this. Look at these outcroppings. Little outcropping. And then look at this. It just, out of nowhere, Red Rocks. Look at these huge rocks, guys. They just go up and up. Sheer cliffs. I mean, so pretty. And so pretty.
Thank you. And we're pretty sure we're on the Red Rocks Morrison Loop Trail. We think it's called that.
It's definitely a loop trail. We know that. For sure, 100%, it is a loop.
Now, if you're challenged, like me, Red Rocks Trail, that way. Morrison Slide Trail, that way. It does just do a big old loop. So we're gonna go that way and just loop back around. But at least now we know where we are.
So just to be clear, Liz wants to not go that way, which looks nice and easy. She wants to, and as we pan around, that's so pretty. But that's the way she wants to go, which is way steeper. definitely a slipperier, more challenging hike up through here. But we're managing to do it. This part of the trail, super nice and like no elevation gain. It almost seems kind of like we're going downhill a little bit. But look at the terrain. Oh my gosh. Look at the terrain that we're coming through. Like, I mean, it's not intense, but it is very, very rocky.
All Trails says this is moderate. Who knew?
Yeah, so I mean, that's what it looks like. This is what we're walking on right now. So, kind of glad that we're not doing big elevation gains or inclines or declines, because it's a lot to navigate.
Yeah, but I'm still
And we're pretty
super happy with my new shoes, man. I got grippies.
So you got
So many
grippies.
grippies.
Good pair of hiking shoes or boots make all the difference. It's kind of cool. They're doing sound checks over at the actual amphitheater right now for Red Rocks, so you can hear it all going. It's pretty neat. So the last video that we did, we hiked up Green Mountain, which is just that top part right there. And this part right there, where you can still see the snow on it, that's where the summit is, and that's where we summited at. Yeah, there you go.
It's a moderate path, they said. It'll be fun, they said. These are some pretty big boulders, y'all. How cool is this? We've shown you some of these little rocks on the trail, but just check out those big rocks up there. And you can see boulders all along the valley. Man, if one of those rocks fell, we'd be squished flatter than a pancake. Or a pasta noodle. We'd be squished flatter than fettuccine alfredo. I'm getting so hungry. And you do have to share the trail with hikers and bikers and runners, so just make sure you give everybody space to get on past you. So this is a trail that will close if it gets super muddy. It's a little muddy now, but not horrible.
Look at this, from snow to just green.
Yeah.
Well, it's turning brown, but
Sorry, Brad, but I like the little fuzzles on these. I have no idea what these are. But it's super neat to actually
here's one up close.
See some kind of like almost green growth. I mean, we're coming to winter time, but
They kind of look a little prickly.
they do. I'm not gonna touch one. So we found some more snow. Like, I'm just standing on ice right now, but there is so much dirt. This trail is so popular. Super easy to get a good grip. Here's the map. Here's where we are. This is what we've done in blue. That green is what we still have remaining. That way. So remember that way far back, we actually split off. There's a Red Rock Trail that way, and now we just hit the Morrison slide. So we're gonna come back around to where we were.
Onward.
Onward.
Here we go. Morrison slide. Hope we don't slide on the snow and ice. I don't know if you guys have ever heard me say that I don't really like ledges. So here's a little bitty slippery trail next to a ledge. Yeah. And I'm gonna take you guys across. So just excuse me while I don't pay attention to the camera for a second, other than talking. But if I go over, that won't be good. And we made it through. All right. Didn't bother Liz at all.
No, I am cold though.
Okay, so yeah, this one's interesting. Getting up here, and this is all one solid sheet of packed ice right here. So, but there is a little bit on the side they can get around. So, I mean, there is a way to not be on the ice, obviously. So you can just kind of go off to the side a little bit, get your footing.
Just for a little bit of perspective, there's some folks down there on that trail, and then we're just walking through here. So magnificent, glorious, but I feel so short right now.
Morrison slide cut back around is proving to be a little bit more challenging than we thought. I mean, this is all snow and ice through here, but we're still going at a rapid pace. I mean, it is very well packed. Okay, that was a yikes. Super big yikes. Because like it just goes off, right? I think this is now going to become like a whole thing where Andy tries to overcome his fears or something, because it's proving to be very useful, these hikes are.
Did I just hear a challenge? I think I did just hear a challenge. How do you guys feel about coming along for a 6-month challenge where we take 2 hikes a month where we're getting out and moving and grooving? I think this is a good idea.
Maybe not 2.
What do you think?
I don't know. And if you got your favorite Colorado trails that you'd like to see us do, leave that in the comments too. That'll help. Okay, I'm gonna take a break real quick. I almost just bit it right there. That was, so we're doing these switchbacks as we climb up. Just to put that in perspective here. So we were just right down there, and then we came up, but right there, this is obviously as we're climbing in elevation, it's getting colder. I mean, it's the middle of November in Colorado mountains. So anyways, there's Liz. She's rocking. I slipped. She's like, oh, it's getting a little bit more slippery.
There's a turn around, let you know.
After I slipped. Here we go. We're gonna make it up here.
Say that when I trip and kill myself.
I keep thinking as we go along this, and she's like, hey, that's a little bit slippery right there. Watch your step right there. I keep thinking to myself, like, you know, of the Wonder Pet song, you know, what's gonna work?
Teamwork.
And then you have a celery break.
Just when I'm starting to doubt our lifestyle choices, I look that way. How pretty is that, y'all? Kind of wish I were over in the sun on Green Mountain. So this part of the mountain, y'all, it really hasn't melted. And it is so cold because all that snow is still hanging out. Brr.
Apparently this is the mountain climbing portion. But here, you guys are gonna go with us. I mean, Liz is making it. All right, here we go. You're coming with me. I'm probably the least sure-footed one in the group. Here we go.
Try to grab the rocks, man.
All right. Okay. Oh man. All right.
There's Andy.
So back down here, there's like this huge, there's actually ice still on the microphone, on the camera from
awesome.
when I fell. Like literally almost lost the camera. Hands into the snow. Not fun. Super cold.
I don't know if you can see where his shirt is wet right there.
Yeah.
It's also wet on his arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting dark again, y'all. We're like on top of those rocks that I pointed out earlier. If they fell, we'd be squished flatter than fettuccine Alfredo. My lips are starting to freeze.
We're on top of the world.
Ooh, ooh! Queen of the mountain!
Okay. So now that now that I'm done with freaking out about sliding down the mountain, I'm back. I can actually talk to you guys again. And look at this, the trail is actually wide enough to where Liz and I can walk and talk together. Although she's doing 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Oh, I'm cold, Joe.
Maybe we're gonna start doing trail running. I hope not.
Speaking of trail running, we saw these folks running with spikes on their shoes, and we were thinking, huh, that seems really prepared. And then we go through that part of the path, and I'm like, we are so not prepared. Again.
Seriously, guys, she's just hoofing it. Like, this is like what we're going over. Like, all of this. I mean, this is, and she's...
These rocks are just cool looking. You got like the striations in there. And they look like little miniature mountains. But of course they've been busted up with people walking on them. They've been a little bit busted up. But look at how awesome that is.
And then look at the view.
This is why it's red rock, y'all.
Look at this view. I'm going to get as close to the edge as I can. I'm pushing my boundaries here. So here's the edge. I'm going to stay back here.
Here, let me...
Oh, here goes Liz. Bye, Liz.
Yeah, but literally, that's the path down there. I don't know if you can see it or not, that we were on earlier. Oh, you see those people walking? Yeah, way down there. This is how far we've come, my friends. We have a little over a mile left to go. All right, let's get back to it. This whole hike is about 860, 870 feet up in elevation, which I would be able to tell you how far we've actually come up. But if you're using all trails, don't download the trail at your house before you drive to the gas station and then drive to the trailhead, because it tells me that we've gained 1,769 feet, but that's from our house to here. It's a life fail. It thinks it's taken us 4 or 5 hours to do this when it's really, we've only been going for an hour and 51 minutes. I know. Hey, man, the struggle is real. I'm still learning all trails. We're going to get better. Not sponsored by All Trails at all.
So a fellow hiker just came by, and even though it's very, very rocky where we're hiking right now, sorry if the camera's bouncing too much, but another hiker did come by and said that the way that we're going, which is back, is not, there's no ice or anything like that, like what we had coming up here.
He was smart enough to where when he hit the ice, he just turned around and came back.
Well, we didn't know when we got to it. I mean, we did, but we didn't know how it was going to get worse. So
halfway through it was like, well, there's no going back now.
We
Just gotta keep going forward.
And until he said something, we had no idea if this was going to get worse, which it's not.
Thank goodness.
I think we've hit the top because everything else is downhill from here. You guys, we can see Red Rocks Amphitheater. This is from the side, okay? So what we're looking at right now is Creation Rock and Ship Rock. But between those two, that's where your concerts are. That is gorgeous. Yes. Wow.
And extra bonus, November snow.
Yeah. And they're doing a concert. Oh my gosh. They're not currently doing a concert. They're doing a concert tonight. They were doing sound check earlier, so it was like filling the whole canyon of Red Rocks with the sound. It was really neat.
That path that we just came down, that is so much easier with better shoes. Look at those. Well, you can't even see them. Look at those grippies. So happy with these shoes. Just check that view out, y'all. About 6 weeks ago for a concert, bucket list items. First time I'd ever been to a Red Rocks concert. Think about the huge geological forces of 2 plates like slamming together to make that much energy to thrust those up out of there.
All right, so this is why they say this trail is a moderate right here. Look at this. I mean, this is, oh my gosh. I'm just trying to do this one-handed, but at least, oh gosh. Yeah, that stinks. All right, there we go. See, just doing this all one-handed. But anyways, coming down through here. All right, and yeah, so this, at least the icy part is gone. Let us know in the comments too, guys. Is this something that you would do in November with the snow and the ice, or are you more of a fair weather hiker? Just when in the spring and summer where the weather is nice, hot, drink plenty of water, but at least you don't have to worry about slipping on ice. You have no idea how excited I am to show you guys this. This view right here was why I wanted to do this hike. That is gorgeous. So, I want to show something for reference. First of all, beautiful. Oh wait, and beautiful. However, do you remember at the beginning of this, we were showing this big, tall, straight-faced, like huge rock wall, I guess you could say. Well, there it is. There it is. We're halfway down from the top of this descent. That's the top of it, which means that's the bottom of it.
Crazy.
Wow.
Look, it's the sign that we saw on the way in. We were so almost back to the car and then on to dinner.
We have finally made it to Pizza Pasta Villa. Look at this. It just welcomes us. Beacon of light.
It is, and they're already decorated for Christmas.
They are. Look at it.
You cruise right past it, but when it's not wintertime, I wonder if that fountain works. This is such a cute little courtyard.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. It smells so good. I'm so hungry. We're going. This restaurant is just totally cute. You've got your fireplace, the olive tree that's decorated for Christmas, right? Your Got a real Christmas tree up there, the chandelier, the lights in the window, artwork on the wall. Oh my gosh, yeah, the menu, it's like a little leather-bound book. Just looking around, and this is old school Italian. There's white and black checks everywhere. They've got it decorated for Christmas. And I can't really explain to you how awesome it smells in here. And after the Red Rocks hike, I am hungry.
I'm gonna really dig through this and we'll show you guys what we end up doing. Probably gonna be something from the pasta menu for me, but who knows? They got pizzas here too, and they can do both pasta and pizza gluten-free. Look at this. Everything is homemade and imported from Italy on these pastas. I don't know if that's the same on every single thing here, but that's a big deal. Look at this. So now, obviously you do have gluten-free, which Liz is gonna get. They have the penne or the spaghetti. Tonight, they only have penne available. So we're gonna go with that for Liz. We got our wine delivered to the table. Liz, what do you think?
It smells divine. It's a Chianti, which we do like. It's really good. It's nice, it's smooth. It just smells so good. Cheers.
Right at the end of the hike, we were just coming down. We had to stop to let 2 deer cross the path. And it was a doe and a buck. It was so pretty, so majestic. There was an owl going off in the background, you know. But it was amazing to just watch those guys just cross, do their thing. They could care less that we're there. It was so beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous.
I had an amazing time on our Red Rocks hike. I'm pretty sure Andy did too. I loved all the scenery that we got to see. It was incredible to be on that lower path and looking up at those big boulders, and then to suddenly traverse that, and then bam, we were up there with the big boulders. There are at least 4 or 5 other different hiking trails at Red Rocks, so we're definitely going to go back. Very few other people around you, but everybody's enjoying where they are. I would highly recommend it if you're anywhere near Morrison, Colorado, that you check out Red Rocks.
So we didn't record how beautiful and round the burrata cheese looked with the beautiful basil and tomatoes. However, there it is on my plate. Here we go, nice big bite. The basil pops, the vinegar, so amazing. So the cheese is so silky smooth. Love it. Balsamic vinegar on there. Just everything works. It is perfect.
So burrata cheese is creamy and it's silky. Tastes so fresh, so good. This is some of the best burrata cheese I've ever had. 10 out of 10.
Food has just arrived. I got the gnocchi gorgonzola with some meatballs. Look at these fresh homemade meatballs. Liz, what did you get?
So I have the gluten-free penne pasta, and with Alfredo sauce, I added chicken, and then I did already add extra Parmesan cheese and the crushed red pepper flakes because, well, that's how I roll. All right, I got chicken, I got pasta. That is awesome. And then the gluten-free pasta, no worries there. The Alfredo sauce, just get a little piece of chicken. The Alfredo sauce, so good.
So the way that it comes, or the way that it's supposed to come, is just with the mushrooms, the sauce, the gnocchi, and there you go. All right, so I'm not gonna even try a meatball yet because it doesn't actually technically come with that. I added on some meatballs because I just wanted some meat after the hike, but oh my gosh. Seriously, I'm not gonna try any seasoning yet or anything else. That is so rich and creamy. And now I'm gonna try a little meatball in here. It's so steamy. Get the meatballs. That is so good. I don't know. Looks like a meatball to me, but it's so amazing. The flavor, it just pops. Highly impressed. Coming back here again. All right, guys, got a cannoli to go. It looks amazing. So there we go. Can't wait to try that.
Everything was absolutely amazing. The service was awesome. We got to meet the owner, Safina. She came over and said hello. I highly recommend Pizza Pasta Villa if you're ever in Lakewood, Colorado.
And until next time, get out there, have some fun, and we'll see you on the flip side.
Bye, y'all.